everyone, it's Christian from Tire Review. Today I'm in Horseshoe Bay, Texas at Bronco Off-Rodeo to try out Saloon Tire America's new tire from its Road X brand, the RX Quest RT off-roading tires. Bronco Off-Rodeo offered trails with lots of tough obstacles like these protruding rocks and massive boulders, and hills like this one that put me, a guy who normally drives a Hyundai Sonata, in completely uncomfortable situations. So, how does the Road X Quest RT, which Saloon describes as a value option to replace OEM quality fitments, hold up? Let's find out together. Anytime I get a chance to test out a set of off-roading tires, especially coming from Ohio all the way to Texas, I'm 100% game. I'm not the only one who's into the off-roading trend. According to SEMA's 2023 Future Trends Report, U.S. off-roading and oversized tires rake in around $2 billion annually, and the light truck segment in the U.S. is estimated to account for close to 80% of all new vehicle sales by 2027. The Road X RX Quest RT is made for trucks and SUVs and includes on- and off-road capabilities. It comes in over 40 sizes, a 45,000-mile warranty, and even a 3 PMS rating for severe winter certification. But how does the tire stand up to the extreme conditions Bronco Off-Rodeo offers? Well, before actually testing the tire, I snuck a peek at the tough-looking tread. If this tread, with depth sizes between 16/32 and 18/32 inches, can't hold up, I'm not sure what would. After literally kicking the tires around for a bit, I hit the trail. Gulp, here we go.
This is scary, dude.
It was time for the tire's first true test, a rocky downhill stretch of trail. I'll be real, taking these tires through this obstacle made my stomach sink. Each drop from a small ledge or bump from a boulder made me really wonder if those extra hours in front of the PlayStation were actually a good substitute for finally nailing down that will. But huge props to the tire here. It stood up to the first obstacle with no problems. I really felt safe heading into the next obstacles, which staff on hand at Bronco Off-Rodeo made sure to tell us only got harder. Thanks for the paranoia, y'all. I truly had nothing to worry about though, mostly because the tires just felt, for lack of better words, really grippy. Saloon says the RX Quest RT's grip strength is due to the abrasion-resistant rubber and a tire casing that includes sidewall biters, which is supposed to provide a tread footprint that ensures traction and stability, even in extreme situations like right now. Customers who choose RT tires are likely the occasional adventurer who looks for performance in off-roading situations, while still needing a comfortable ride for their highway drive to and from work. How does a manufacturer like Saloon balance those seemingly opposite needs? I grabbed Saloon's manager of PLT in Canada, Dwayne Sawyer, who gave me the lowdown on the manufacturer's tire development process for the Road X RX Quest RT.
So when we manufacture a tire, we get a lot of feedback. So we don't just go out and make a tire, develop a tire, and then give it to the marketplace. We actually use the marketplace to give us the feedback of what they're looking for. And so this is very capable. It's a cross between a mud tire and an all-terrain tire. It fits a special need, a specific placement of the types of drivers that use this type of tire. The tire itself, it's engineered, it's over-engineered. So we build it tier 1, tier 2 quality. But we know our price point, we know where we have to be, and to dominate the market.
Dwayne said that to ensure Saloon tires can deliver on performance expectations across diverse conditions, the manufacturer has a very rigorous testing process.
We have used tires. We use third-party testing so that we can get feedback. Basically, the testing that's done is very intense. So there's testing for the southern states, there's testing for Canada, the Canadian market. There's testing for rain, there's testing for snow, there's testing for everything you can think of. And so we just want to make sure we're hitting all those check boxes so we can hit the market running with a tire that works.
Now, let's talk about the price point of these tires for a second. Saloon representatives explained that the Road X Quest RT is meant to be a mid-tier option with Tier 1 capabilities for consumers who don't want to pay a high price for their tires. Dwayne told me that most of the time, customers don't even know about tire tiers. They just want a tire that has the best value and has performance to make it the best tire for their applications. I may have conquered that steep and rocky descent earlier, but just look at this mother of a rock formation. Yeah, I really need to muster up the confidence to do this one. Oh, and see that Bronco in front of me with only 3 wheels touching the ground? You guessed it, I had to do that one too. It's a completely unnatural feeling, but even with 1 tire out of the picture, the other 3 still kept me in complete control. I kept reminding myself, just trust the tires, you'll be fine. And I was. Sure, the tires did a great job keeping their grip, but the Bronco's front stabilizer bar disconnect feature, which puts less pressure on the wheel axles and provides a softer suspension and more axle control, really came in handy here. While we didn't get the chance to take these tires on the highway, Saloon continued to emphasize how they were designed specifically for on- and off-road use. Look, these tires passed my off-roading test, and I'd really love to see how they perform on the highway too. I'm sure it's great. Well, that'll do it, folks. I want to thank Saloon Tire for inviting Tire Review out to test the Road X RX Quest RT off-roading tire. And thank you for watching this episode of What's Treading. We'll see you next time.